Hello everyone, my name is Rudresh and this video I am going to present my project for the hackathon Hack NITR. Project name is CryptoWill. So let's start with the introduction of the problem statement. So people write will to dictate how their asset must be managed after they pass away. And in this era of emerging technologies, many people possess digital assets such as Bitcoin, but because of how new this technology is, there hasn't been much work around focusing on the crypto whales, that is the wheel powered by blockchain. Let's take a scenario. Let's assume someone has bought 100 bitcoins 10 years ago, which would have cost roughly around $300 at that time. And then unfortunately, they pass away in recent years. But now, along with the person, those 100 bitcoins, which are worth $6.1 million these days, are also lost. And due to the nature of the blockchain, due to how blockchain works, once the private key of the wallet is gone, which is supposed to be only known to the owner, all the assets in that wallet are also lost forever. This situation could have been managed with the help of will. That is, if the person would have written a will stating how his bitcoins should be managed, today those 100 bitcoins would have got saved. But writing centralized old-fashioned wills for such digital assets like Bitcoin seems so tried, and there are some new set of problems which will add to this. Thus, a crypto will, which is a decentralized solution for creating your will using smart contract, which means you are essentially writing your will into the blockchain. And it is much more flexible than how normal traditional will works. You can modify it anywhere and anytime without any hassle. And the main problem which this decentralized will face is that how a smart contract would get to know if a person is alive or passed away. So to tackle this, every crypto will has a locking period. For example, if the owner has the last interaction with the contract on October 2021, that is this month, and the locking period of the will is 2 years, then the crypto will get unlocked in October 2020, which is 2 year later from now, to its beneficiary to access and claim their assets. So let's now see the structure of the smart contracts which the crypto will has. So there are only two contracts. One is locker factory and another is locker. So locker is similar. Locker is basically a will contract that will keep track of your assets and have the stored asset inside them. So locker factory contract is kind of a middleware between the owner of the will and the lockers. So basically, every time a owner wants to create a new will, it will go through the locker factory and create a new locker, which is essentially the will. And the beneficiary can directly interact with the locker. If it's unlocked, it can withdraw its assets and claim the asset. And I had deployed the smart contracts on this Salo blockchain test network, which is Alpha Orange. And the reason behind that is as the interaction with the blockchain costs a certain amount of gas fees, and it is more convenient for users if the blockchain has lower transaction fees and higher transaction throughput. And Celo blockchain satisfies both of these criteria. Plus it has an extensive support for mobile application, which will make this app more accessible to mobile user also. So let's just start with the demo. This is the landing page of our web app where the name of the application CryptoWill is written, and here we have a connect wallet option. And let's just go ahead to connect a wallet, and we are used for this demo we are using Celo extension wallet, which is a Chrome extension, a fork of MetaMask. So in this wallet we have three accounts. One is owner, another is beneficiary 1 and beneficiary 2. So we'll just go ahead and connect all three accounts. Continue here. Okay, now we scroll down. So here we have two tabs. One is to create and another is to claim will. In create will tab, we can actually create a new will and set its locking period. And as you can see, we don't have any contract and wills it. That's why it is showing no will contract present. So let's just create a will. So let's name it beneficiary 1. Now we have to add the address of the beneficiary. Take the address of beneficiary 1, copy here from here, and let's put it here. For the purpose of this demo, we are setting the locking period of just 5 minutes. And now let's create a will. So when we click, we get a Celo desktop wallet notification pop up. So here we get a request to confirm the transaction, and the gas fee is very low, which is just 0.5 way. And when we confirm, And once the transaction is confirmed, we get the notification as the transaction is confirmed, and here we can see the, so here we have just created a will name beneficiary one, and here we can see it is locked and the locking period is just 5 minutes. And there are three sections like the locked asset, withdraw token, and deposit token, and send heartbeat. So the lock asset shows the assets which are locked inside the contract. Then there is a withdraw token function where we can withdraw the tokens which we have deposited earlier. And then there is a deposit token function where we can deposit our assets into the contract or the will. And again there is a send heartbeat function. So basically it just update the last active time of the owner. When we update the last active time, the unlock at time will get automatically updated to the current active last active time plus the locking period of the contract. Let's now deposit some tokens into this whale contract. So we'll just add the token address here, and as you could see, the balance of the token that we currently have is 10 CUSD. So we'll deposit the 2 CUSD into the contract, and now we'll send a transaction to the blockchain. So here we can see the transaction is of 2 CUSD and some charges. So we'll confirm the transaction. Here you could see the transaction, it is 18 is confirmed and the transfer is success. And now if we just reload our locked asset, where you could see the seller dollar is locked inside this contract, the amount is 2 USD. And again, if you want to withdraw, we can use this function to withdraw. Now we can see the will contract is unlocked. That means that the beneficiary can claim the assets which are locked inside this contract now. The reason behind that is the last active time of this contract was somewhere around 10:26, and the locking period was just 5 minutes. That means after the 5 minutes of the last owner activity, the contract get unlocked. That means the beneficiary can now access it. Now let's just go to the beneficiary account. We will switch our account quickly from here. Then we'll refresh our account. Now we can see our account has been refreshed, and then we'll go into the claim tab, and here you can see this beneficiary has already created some will contract of his own. So that is just a sample data. Now we'll add the contract that we want to claim, and on adding it, we get the contract which we are beneficiary of. So here you can see, we can see the locked asset which are the Celo dollar, which is 2 CUSD, and then we can also withdraw the token. So we'll just take the token address from here, put it here, and now we have 2 CUSD locked inside this contract. Just let's say I want to withdraw the 1.5 CUSD, and I will just send a withdraw transaction to the blockchain. So let's just confirm the transaction. The transaction has been sent to the blockchain and it has got confirmed. So after removing the 1.5 CUSD, only 0.5 CUSD remaining in the contract. We can just reload these locked assets and we could see the only 0.5 CUSD remaining. That means that we have withdrawn the 1.5 CUSD in our own account. Okay, so this was the basic demo of the CryptoWill, and there are some modification which can be done in the future. The first of it is that we can integrate the NFTs such that the CryptoWills can also handle the NFTs and store the NFTs. And the another is that we can actually expand this to multiple chains. Currently, this is just for the Celo testnet, which is Alpha Horus testnet. And lastly, we can this is the page where the locker factory contract on the Alpha Horus blockchain can be seen, and here we can see the last two transactions, like the 12 hours before actually I have created this contract, and the recent interactions with the contract are also here. So that's it for the demo. Thank you very much.